Could Mr. Saturday turn into Mr. Sunday for Mercedes? After a wild Saturday qualifying session, George Russell found himself on pole for the Hungarian Grand Prix. But could that turn into the Silver Arrow's first victory of the 2022 season? I'm Ollie Wilson for GPFans, and this is what went down and some of the fallout from the Hungarian Grand Prix, the last race before the summer hiatus. A Red Bull and Max Verstappen masterclass and a Ferrari horror show continued the story of the season as the reigning world champion took victory at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Verstappen drove from 10th to finish first to take his 8th victory of the season and take an 80-point lead into the summer break after Charles Leclerc was handed a poor hand by his pit wall yet again. The one-time championship leader had been leading comfortably mid-race, but a switch to hard tyres ruined his Grand Prix, eventually finishing 6th. Mercedes continued its surge towards the top of the pecking order, with Lewis Hamilton finishing ahead of George Russell, with Carlos Sainz unable to better the Silver Arrows. The top three remained stagnant from the get-go until the first pit stop window, where Leclerc, who ran longer than those in front of him, jumped teammate Sainz into second. By lap 28, the Monegasque had reduced the gap to Russell and attacked. Despite staunch defence from the pole sitter, Leclerc finally made his way into the lead 3 laps later. A Red Bull undercut on lap 39 after a strong drive from Verstappen from 10th forced Mercedes and Ferrari to try and cover the move. Russell was too late, while leader Leclerc did the same. But having started on the mediums and switching to the same tyres for his first stop, Leclerc was forced to switch to hards for his 30-lap final stint, a tyre which Alpine had shown was not up to the task. Verstappen instantly chased his rival down to take the position, with Leclerc a sitting duck in comparison. The Dutchman had a heart-in-mouth moment with a spin at the penultimate corner, but recovered to retake Leclerc's position, pulling away from the chasing pack. Russell took Leclerc next and forced Ferrari to pit for softs for their driver, leaving him down in 6th, with the two Mercedes taking the final 2 spots on the podium. Carlos Sainz 4th, Sergio Perez 5th and Leclerc 6th. Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon and Sebastian Vettel wrapped up the top 10. Speaking after the victory, he said, "I was of course hoping that I could get close to a podium, but very tricky conditions out there," said Verstappen. "I think we had a really good strategy, really reactive, always pitting at the right time. I think we had some good outlaps, and then at the end, even with a 360, we won the race." So that's what went down this Sunday at the Hungarian Grand Prix, the last race, as we said earlier, before the summer hiatus. You can follow us through all of that with all the latest developing news in the world of Formula 1, gpfans.com and gpfans global on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok as well.